to Ronan Kazi, Legendary Capital. The rare, I got to fit this in before I got to go to work on a Sunday morning, which I normally don't have to go work on a Sunday morning video, trying to get it out for later today. So, I don't know if everyone plays Legendary Capital, but you don't stay back here. You don't have enough damage to push them from overwhelming you. So you've got to move up front. If your group can't move up front, you probably can't do this. So you got to get up here. You're going to throw turrets up there on that area. And your first thing is to immediately knock down the people on that bridge. Can't fight from the back. My house is littered with the deleted videos of groups trying to fight from back there. And I've fought and I fought and I fought back there and died. I've tried to run along the sides. You just got to get up front. Now, I've told you this a million times. I normally run forward to put my skills and then I'm going to go back. And so my buddy runs up there. The group leader runs up there with me and he has a hive, which I've told you hives are worthless in Legendary because all it does is prolong the misery. If you're going to wipe, you're going to wipe. Because it means you are reckless in your play style. And so you've committed, instead of having more damage, you've committed resources to a turtle strategy. And as you know, I've talked to you about, and I should find the studies about evolution where they say, that is a dead end evolutionary wise. So that guy, you can see he's too far forward. He gets smoked. And now I got to go out and rescue him, which means we're going to wipe. Newsflash, we're in the secret area organically. So this one guy went over there and it's great. But I got to kill some of these people before I can go back and rescue my buddy, the leader. Now, he was a high level, so I thought that this would be, he'd understand that we're going to come get him. And here's what happens. And this is what I love about pickup groups. He rage quits. Happy Saturday. I had been working all day from 9 to 6 yesterday. On a Saturday, I had to work. And I came home to get my weekly exotic, and it's not looking good. So, in a video I showed you the secret place for, I never knew it existed. I was happy when this person went over there. And so now there's two of us. He's the group lead. Sometimes in the division, you can't add players. I don't know what's weird. One time they gave me the lead. And instead of adding a new person, I restarted the instance, the whole thing, which I'm a horrible, whatever, insert insult here of what I was. Sorry, whoever was with me that day. But this is a fairly good place to fight this from when you're two. You can't really get rushed. I need to get a turret up in a position to stop people. That's not the right spot. But, oh gosh. That's Unbreakable's fired off now. Someone's inside the gates. So, this is the good thing about the division. So now I'm mano a mano versus a Charger. And this is why I have the Scorpio. This is why I don't use capacitor, because I need ouch, the crowd control effects. He's going to grenade me, stun me, but I've stunned him. This is why I use Scorpio, just for this reason right here. And another guy, that's a horribly placed turret up there by me. We're going to wipe, so I should just delete this video now. By the way, if someone knew of a old video deleting service, I would really appreciate it. Because I make a lot of clips and I just delete. I don't use a lot of them. And this looks like this is going to be another one. This is normally time where I say thank you for subscribing, commenting, sharing. Had a lot of really great commenters lately. In my last video, I highlighted them. I will try to do that at the end of a video. When I know I'm going to work a lot and I'm going to work the weekend, I try to front load a lot of videos. So I play a lot of content one day, and then the next day I try to get out 3 or 4 videos and schedule them. And that's Sunday, whatever the day of the world, the date is, I don't know. So I have a video coming out, but I'm going to try to have this video. I get off work a little bit early. I'm going to have this video for around 6 p.m. So what I'm trying to do is give you 2 videos in a day. The main people that subscribe to this channel started as a Division 2, so I don't want to let them down. And now we've gotten out of the secret spot, right? We got over the first wave, and now we're going to do that second wave where they start coming out of there. I keep waiting for more people to come. Now, here's the good thing. From the best of my knowledge, we only have 2 people, so now the instance will scale for 2 people, so we won't get overrun. What happens when you just leave a group and you don't leave a way where you immediately exit out of the group? We're stuck fighting a 3-man instance with 2 people. So that didn't happen here. So this is manageable. And of course, that's file jam right there. I told you recently I deleted everything in my inventory. It's in my stash, but I deleted a lot of my stash. I have like 280 in my stash. But really, I should just get rid of all that. I got rid of all my greens except my system corruption because those are hard to get. But all the greens I got rid of. I recently tried a rigger build previous to me doing this. And I had to go to an instance where it was dropping rigger and everything. And then I finally got my, maybe I got it after this. I did the rigger stuff. It's just no good. I can't get it to work. I'm changing my targets. I'm touching my skills all the time. I can't get the 25%. So I gave up on rigger. And I was using it in a ninja, 3 pieces with a ninja. That didn't work. So I got 4 pieces. It didn't work. I just could never really get it to work. Or if it worked, it was underwhelming. Nowhere near what my damage in my skill DPS build. It's still the best DPS in a group, because I want you to think about this. I try not to look at other people's videos, but I saw a video where someone said, this is every time I kill someone I get. Dude, you're not gonna, if you go into legendary, you're not gonna get all the kills. And if you do get all the kills, chances are you guys aren't going to fill the legendary because you don't have enough people doing the other stuff. Or you're going to carry everyone. But I don't see a lot of that. I haven't had a lot of carries. I haven't had a lot of people carry me in the division in legendaries. I don't think I necessarily carry them. There's times I've carried them. When I play the whole match with my skill DPS build, I'm carrying people because we don't have enough DPS. Here's the funny thing. Please call me out on this. This build's supposed to stop that. So this is when you get out of the timing sync. I have 11-second charge, but look, I'm out of sync with the timing. I need to pay more attention. And that's a horrible throw. I don't know what, right? So I am all out of sorts. I've picked up my turret. I've redeployed it. Instead of deploying it right here, I threw it up there. Now I got to kill it. I got to wait. Roxy, good morning to you. How you doing? How's the squirt this morning feel? Who wants a shower with the squirt gun? Sorry about that. They got new bones, so they're fighting over the bones. Roxy is the smallest dog, and the results are predictable. 2 bigger dogs live with her. The leader is Macy. She's a black shepherd pit bull mix. She's kind of quiet every once in a while. She nipped Roxy. Roxy's yappy, so you can imagine the kind of abuse she gets. And then Caesar's a younger dog, so he's really playful, but he's a lot bigger than her. So that's what's going on behind me. They now at this point know when I'm talking. They've been relatively good. When I first started doing this, they just thought it was time for them to nut up. So over time, they've gotten a little bit better. They understand when I'm talking to you, sweet YouTube listeners and watchers, that they should shut their yaps. Anyways, getting back to this, got out of sync, and really, this is what I'd say to myself when we start getting bombed by drones. I'm like, well, then why are you playing this build then? Because if you can't suppress the drones, then what good are you? So it does take a little bit of focus. You can't just blindly hit that Q or E button if you're a PC player, or whatever button it is on Xbox. I'm going to imagine on an Xbox, it's a X and Y or A and Y or B and Y. I don't know. PlayStation, same thing. All right, so I've edited some of this because we're still two-manning it. So once you get here, this is a very easy spot. But they push kind of hard. My skill damage isn't enough to make them worried about coming my way. And you see I'm way behind this cover to prevent me to get grenaded. I guess hopefully the other guy is playing getting our flank over there. And this is tough now. Again, why do I have Scorpio? Because this is why I have Scorpio. It's not so much a damage thing as it is a stop them, let my skills get there. So this is a mistake on my part. Because again, I just need to get my turret up, get my turret up, get my turret up. Didn't get my turret up. And that's not a great spot for the turret. It should have been on the other side of that. And these small nuanced things have an effect on everything, because I'm now going to have to engage people, I'm going to have to go around in the front. And you see that I am in a position to get grenade launch. So I don't know what to do, because my turret is ineffectual because I was hurried in my placement. So sometimes when you're running in front of everyone, your folks behind you, and this didn't happen here, but when you start the engagement before your skill people can set up, they don't get their optimal positions. I play with a lot of groups that they want to get in here and put their turret up. There's a pole up there that's right in the middle that can get everyone. And I'm going to make a mistake here, right? Part of the advantage of and scene. So are we going to wipe now? This is normally in the video where I say thank you for commenting, sharing, liking, subscribing, resubscribing. And I don't know if he should. Wow. Well, this is normally when I'd say goodbye, thank you. But today, just for you, a Sunday special, extra footage. Or maybe not. Roxy, this is an important part. And yay, he killed him. We got more action. Roxy, here you go. There's some squirting. There, how's that? Blind squirting. Blind fire. So we end up getting a couple more people. I realize we're not going to be able to do this. I'm hoping he'll get more people. I don't say anything. I'm down for anything, but I wish he'd get more people. And I'm keeping this part because I realize as we're going to need to be able to get that thumper out of there, the EMP device. So I'm going to probably have to go to my shield build. So I want to talk about that, my shield build. So I keep 4 builds now. Saw the vial jammer pulse. I do a skill build. I have a maximum, Manning Zoo, Tidal Basin, boss build. And then I have my tank build. My tank build is basically, I have a Ridgeway to get healing for the armor. Everything is, it's a survivalist build with 6. I have improvised gear, so I have 6 mods that are all elite damage reduction. So for yellows, I'm great. Purples and reds, I'm not so great. Really, purples are the things I'm scared of. And a lot of times when I pick this build in a group, it's not necessarily to tank anything. It's to be able to pick everyone else up. And what I think I found in this group, later when we went through, there was a couple striker builds. I think this was that group. Had striker builds. It was all DPS kind of stuff. No real survivability. So when I'm in a group like this, I also realize at a certain point I'm going to have to provide heals. And so one of the things we're talking about, people that have death on kill, when you're in a group, you might not kill everything. So you might not be getting your health. So that's okay in a heroic. That's if you're soloing, those are great builds. I was thinking about making a max. That's for soloing. So I could see in soloing where it'd be worthwhile. But also there's a lot of builds where you can get a lot of regen. You know, that one, if you have 2 million armor and you get 1%, and you have 2 pieces that give you 1%, that's 40% recharge. Plus, if each piece has, you know, that close to 5, you got like almost 60 to 70,000 recharge on your armor. You're pretty stout. And if you don't use this deflector shield, and if you just use old-fashioned shield, then you got a crap ton of armor that they got to burn through. I like the deflector because it augments my damage. It's in between the Avenger shield, the one where you can use guns with, and the bulwark as far as armor is concerned. I have this upgraded 20% recharge, so it's always doing 20% recharge. I have a Liberty pistol, which is overkill on headshots. I repair the armor. I'm electronics build in this thing, and I have Artificer, and so that's always healing I have 1 piece of yellow in there. Wervin for damage, so that puts more damage out on the shield, but it gives me yellow, so I'm healing myself a little bit better. Maybe 2 pieces yellow would be better. Maybe I could swap out, if I was stationary, why am I not using the mask? Because that's a heal in an area, and this is a mobile build. So I can't predict when I'm going to get the effects of that heal, and normally I gotta move. Now maybe if I was just fighting that, Johnny 5, maybe it's good I can stand there, the heal comes, and then that's okay. There are cases for it. I like being more mobile. And so when you have the Liberty pistol, you're kind of at, you know, a disadvantage because it doesn't work. Headshots don't work on the toys. I throw my grenade. I have to remind myself that's what I also need to do if I'm a skill build. So here's my main job. They're already healing them. This is a pretty good group. And so at this point, I know that if I would have switched to my Vial Jammer build, I could have got us to the end because it's an automatic once you get there. But I always don't want to play that. Sometimes the group dynamics are different. If I don't have to do it, I will do it. I mean, if I have to go in and have that kind of build, Roxy, then I'll do it. But I also want to be in groups where other people can do their stuff and I can see how the group does other than me just doing one thing. Oh, I'm for sure going to knock them down with some Vial Jammer at some point. But I want to show you this tank build. The tank build isn't always that you have to be out front. It's that you're going to be able to res people. So it's a very defensive build that you can res people. In a legendary, I think I've only seen 3 times. I've played a lot of legendaries. I've only seen 3 times where a tank could just operate independently. And in those cases, maybe they're a bulwark. And maybe they have the Regulus pistol. And then they use bulwark. So they don't need the DPS of the deflection shield. And so therefore they don't need the recharge rate of the Artificer, so then they can have that. That's the only case. You're an independent tank and you have the revive hive because you're out of way. No one's going to come get you. But that second time it blows up, when you lose your revive, you need to get, we can't rescue you. Or you've got to get the people down so much that, we got 1 or 2 to kill and then we can go revive you. So we get out of that pretty easy. I'm like, I can't kind of believe it. So I'm switching back. So I skipped all the rest because you've seen me do that before, time and time again. I just, I'm Jammer pulsing things out of the pile. So I kind of predicted to you I'm going to have to do some healing. Your job in this point, if you're support, is to heal people, and then I would say to maybe not vial jammer, but to jammer all the technology. And I've sped this up because this is a tedious part. So what was great about this run, it started off, the team leader quit. Rage quit because we couldn't pick him up fast enough because he overextended. He played bad, then he got mad, and he quit. The other person went into the secret spot, and I thought that was unique, so I wanted to show you that again. I thought we were going to die, so I'm just going to play it through. Like I said, my living room is filled with deleted clips all over the place. This is normally when I would sneak in an ambrosia. I'm not going to sneak one in today, so for those who listen for ambrosia, I'm not going to say it. And so I've been waiting to get one of those ninja backpacks. I don't know if they work or not. So that's the part I don't know. I like I've also told you, I don't like to read a lot or do a lot of other people's, look at their videos and all the other kind of stuff. Sometimes some of the things they say to me are counterintuitive, or the things they say not that great. And so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm looking at buying a new computer. Those people I'm going to torch. There are some people that do really good reviews of computers that make you make a decision about spending your money. And there are some people that just read the specs to you. It has a 3.5 mini jack. Or they don't know what the concept, because they're never going to buy something like that. Why even review it then? Well, Ronan, I'm a gamer laptop reviewer. Yeah, but if you're not gonna, if you've monetized that channel and you're giving away one of those a month, okay, I will watch your channel because you've lived with it for a month. And like I've said to someone, I think I ranted to a couple people that had to listen to it. I apologize, Lord, for making people listen to my rants. Sorry. Might want to tune off now. But if you're going to review a laptop and you want us to not just kind of fast forward through reviews, if you're going to really do it, can you please use it for a month? One reviewer, and this is what I really enjoyed about, one reviewer was opening and closing the case. Maybe it was a 2-in-1, and it damaged some of the things. He said, you don't grab it just anyways and pull it apart because it breaks the things. That's the kind of stuff you want to know if you buy something. You want to know if something has overheating issues. You want to know if something has driver issues. Now, I don't know if those people are honest enough to say, you know what, I just started playing it and then did it, or I just plugged it in and I updated everything. So some of those I don't know, but I'm really down on the millions of people that do reviews on laptops that don't use them, are never going to use them, and don't understand the use cases. And they don't understand when something has a lower wattage, because the whole thing is it's going to be low power, and they go, it's not powerful. I don't know why they decided to make it low power. You shouldn't be reviewing. You don't understand the use case. Not everyone wants. Then you get a desktop. Well, okay, last thing before it goes. We're getting close to the end here. Yes, back in my day, we had LAN parties, and you had to take your whole desktop and take it over someone's house. Did you bring a hub for my and you had to do all that, and you're running LAN cables all over the place. So yeah, if you could get a laptop that could do that, yeah, that was great. But you don't need to take your laptop anywhere. And if you really want to pose at a cafe, take an iPad Pro. A Pro, iPad Pro. Then you can flex on someone. Again, this is Ronan Kazi. Sorry, a little bit ranty at the end. Legendary Capital. Got my exotic. Got my ninja backpack. If it ever starts working, I got tons of builds for you. Thanks. See you soon. Bye.